Hey guys, it's the girl Ashley, and I'm back with another video. This is Made Holy Ministries, where we're to be holy, just as the Lord Himself is holy. Just a quick disclaimer: if you guys hear noise in the background, I want to apologize that I'm really close to the road, so please forgive me for that. Okay, if you are looking rough, it's because I am. My skin is very dry because of the weather that's changing back and forth. My skin has been breaking out because somebody did my makeup for the wedding recently, and it broke me out really bad. So please forgive me. Your girl needs to be pampered. Your girl needs some love and some TLC, but that's besides the point. Okay, all right. I know I have been absent for some time, in case I don't watch the last video, because if it's not for you, then it's not for you. So I hope I have been absent. That's what I'm talking about. I have been absent, but it's because I have been going through a lot. I'm not gonna say I went in depth in the last video, but I talked a little more about it, because right now God has got me talking about the things that has happened in the past. I don't know if this one was technically for me, but I know this is a word that He wanted me to put out as well. I have like a list of words I have to put out, because like I said, I have been absent for like 2, almost 3 weeks, and God has been telling me to get up. People need you, and go out there. So here you is going through the worst of the worst, but still putting out words because y'all need it. All right. And I need it too, okay? Because God be ministering to me. God give me revelation, and it's nice to just talk to you guys, put out videos or whatever. So I needed this, okay? Just as much as y'all needed it, I needed it, okay? All right. But so this all comes from a dream that I had a couple days ago. I had just looked at my notes and forgot when I had the dream. So hopefully I might just put it at the bottom or put it in the description box in case I want to know when I had the dream, if y'all nosy like that. But so this was like a long dream that I had a long dream, but this part, as I was writing this part down, is when I had got revelation about this specific part in the dream. Because y'all, I be having long dreams, okay? Like one dream that is long, but different things happening in that one specific dream. Because you know, you could have dreams and there are different scenes, whatever, but long. And so as I was writing this particular part down, so in the dream, me and my brother are being taken home by somebody I used to date in the 5th grade. Now, mind you, this person is not even here with us anymore. He passed a long time ago, and I have not been in communication with him since the 5th grade. So that was weird. I graduated in 2016. We're in 2024, and this was in the 5th grade. So I don't even know what year that was for him to be popping up in my dream, but that's weird, right? So he's taking us home. And I remember being on the road and being mesmerized. I don't want to say mesmerized, but being in awe and shocked at how big the convenience stores were. I don't know if you call a CVS or Walgreens convenience stores, but I'm going to call them that right now, okay? They were 3 times their size. Whatever size you know a Walgreens or a CVS is or AMC is, imagine it being 3 times its size. We were so shocked that these stores in this area was so big. I remember being so shocked. In the dream, I text my cousin like, oh my God, I didn't know that the supermarkets or the convenience stores in this area was so big. And she was like, what's your location? Yeah, I sent her my location. I kid you not. I can't even tell y'all what the location was to save my life today, okay? Right now, I couldn't. But I sent her the location. I know something failed. I don't know. And she was like, she confirmed like, yeah, the convenience stores, the supermarkets in that area are 3 times the size. And then I was just like, okay, so we're just like caught in the moment, literally. We're caught in the moment of what's going on. My lips, I should have put something on my lips because I keep licking them. We're caught in the moment of what's going on. And then I tell myself, hold on. It's taking us a little longer than usual to get to our destination. So the driver decides to pull over, and I go ahead and check on my phone GPS, and I see that I'm a minute away. And I'm like, oh, okay, we're just a minute away. And then my phone starts to glitch. It starts to act slow, as if I done ran out of data in the dream. And so my brother pulls up the address on his phone, our destination, and the GPS shows something completely different from mine. If y'all know that one episode on SpongeBob, y'all know I'm gonna use a reference from some type of movie. If y'all seen that one episode of SpongeBob, I think when SpongeBob was learning to tie his shoes, or if somebody was teaching SpongeBob, I don't know if he was learning to tie his shoes or if he was teaching somebody to tie their shoes, but it was that episode, and you know they was doing like the loop-de-loop, and it was going in a loop and tying it and doing the bunny ears, the whole 9. That is what his GPS looked like to get to our destination. Mind you, the ETA, the arrival time for mine was 1 minute. I did not check the arrival time on his phone because I was so shocked at why his GPS looked so crazy for mine when our destination is the same place. So that was that. And then I remember saying that, okay, like for us to get to the destination quicker, we would have to go back. But the problem with that was that We had just came from a one-way road. That was the problem. And the driver was like, we gonna make it happen. Some way, somehow, we're going to make it happen. We're going to go back that way, because I knew that if we went forward, we would be confused. If we continue to go forward, we would be lost. If we went forward, we would be delayed in getting to our destination. The driver was like, we going to make it happen. And that was the end of the dream. And the end of the full dream. Like I said, as I was writing it down, I was getting revelation from it. So basically, God is saying, for those who are lost and those who are confused. I'm sorry, I'm looking at my notes over there. This is the word for those who are lost or confused. God is telling you to go back because you missed him. You missed God. Go back. It may seem like it might be impossible, but there's nothing impossible with God. The situation may look like, God, I can't go back to that. God, I can't do this. Or not even going back, but maybe somewhere along the lines you missed God. Remember, when we were going to our destination, we were so, I want to say, blindsided by everything that was going on that we wasn't paying attention to where we were going. We were so blindsided by everything that was going on around us that we were not focused on getting to our destination. Okay, so that's another way you can miss God. You could be doing everything else or paying attention to everything else but what it is that God has told you to do. And so now you're in a place where you're lost or confused and like, God, I'm confused or I'm lost. Lord God, where did I miss you at? God is telling you to go back to the last instruction that he gave you. Okay, God is telling you to go back to wherever he has placed you. God is telling you to go back to what he has commissioned into your hand. Like, sometimes we try to go before God, or sometimes we think that we're lost and really we're not lost. We're just right around the corner. We just need to go back. We just need to go back. Okay. Is there anything else? You basically just miss God. I knew that if I went further, I said, if I go back, I'll get there faster. But if I move forward any further, I'll become more lost and confused, and I'll be delayed. And I'll also be delayed. So if you continue to move forward, it's like, I remember my pastor used to say this. He says, if you are going forward and you get to a point where you're at a standstill, you're at a point where you're hitting a brick, you're at a point where you're hitting a wall, go back. Go back. Why are you standing there hitting a wall? Just go back. Go back. Sometimes you might have to go to square one. Sometimes you might not even have to go all the way to square one. You may have to just go back to square 10. But you have to go back in order to move forward, because you're not going to go forward with the brick wall in front of you. It's the same way how they also like to use this example. If you're trying to get to your destination, right, and they tell you to take exit 52. If you don't take exit 52 and you decide to go off the next exit, you're going to delay your process. You're going to delay getting to your destination at a specific time. Sometimes you got to go back. Now, you see, on the highway, it's going to be a little hard. Now, I don't know how that be, but obviously I'm not talking from a physical standpoint, y'all. I'm talking about in a spiritual standpoint, from a spiritual perspective. But on the highway, physically, that's a little hard. But when you got to do what you got to do, you going to do what you got to do. Okay? You know, you get on the side all the way to the far, what it is. I haven't been on the highway in a minute. I think you get to the far, like, right? You get to the far right, and you just start making it up. Okay? But if you are lost, if you are confused, just go back to what it is that God told you the last time, literally. Okay? Sometimes you may have missed God because you're so in awe or shocked or even being distracted by the things that's going on in your life. You just have to pick back up and just go back to what it is that God told you the last time. If you're at a standstill, if you're at a brick wall, if you're not being able to move forward, if you're feeling like you're coming into a place of being lost or confused or deeper confusion or delusion at some point, just go back to what God had told you to do prior to you leaning on to your own understanding or going off on your own or going before God. Because if you've gotten to a place where you're lost and confused, it's because you've gone before God or because you've been distracted by something else that's been going on around in your life. Okay? Just get back up and go back. Because if you continue to go any further, you'll be lost. If you continue to go any further, you'll be confused even more. And if you continue to go any further, you will be delayed. You are closer than you think, but if you continue to go further, you will be delayed. Go back because you missed God. You missed the instructions. You were distracted. You were probably wallowing in your feelings. You were probably operating in the works of the flesh. You put some things down that God told you to pick up. Just pick it back up. Just go back. And the way towards whatever, the instructions will be clear, I would like to say. I'm a little stuffy, guys, sorry. The instructions will be clear. The guidance will be clear. I'm sorry, my train of thought, because I'm listening to everything going on at the same time, forgive me. But the guidance, the clarity, the understanding, the discernment, the wisdom, all of that's going to come, and it'll all make sense. But you have to go back to where God last spoke to you, because God is not going to give you anything new unless you complete the old. Okay, unless you're like in a different season where God is just giving you multiple things at once to do, then that's another thing. But if you've come into a place where you're confused, or you're lost, or you don't know how to move forward, simply just go back to the last thing God told you to do. That's all. But I hope that this word was very encouraging, y'all. I don't know, I feel like my mood just dropped down. Hold on. We need to get back up. All right. But yeah, stop moving forward, because if you keep going forward, you're gonna fall. 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 You're gonna be lost. You're gonna be confused. You're gonna be, you're gonna put a weight on your own shoulder. You're gonna give yourself too much. You're gonna put your mind in a place that it doesn't need to be in purposely, if you do not stop moving forward and stop moving on your own understanding. Okay, if God isn't leading you, then who's he leading you? And if you're lost and confused, then you miss God somewhere. That's all that is. But I hope this story was encouraging. I love you guys, but the Lord loves you guys so much more. Okay, bye.